They say some mirrors reflect more than just your face. Some reflect the past. Some reflect what you're trying to forget. But this one, this mirror remembers. It remembers every face it's ever seen. And it doesn't let go. I was 15 when my family moved into that colonial bungalow. You'd think old houses would creak and cough like tired lungs. But this one held its breath. It was too quiet to still... My parents loved it character, they said. Vintage bones? I just nodded. We'd moved 3 times in 5 years. I was used to being the outsider. Then I saw it. In the hallway, between 2 decaying portraits, stood a mirror. Antique full length, gilded in gold that was far too clean for a house full of dust. It had no chips, no tarnish, no right to look as flawless as it did. At first I figured it was just another overpriced decoration. I was wrong. It started with a glimpse. I was walking down the hall, dragging my fingers across the wood paneling, when I caught a flicker of motion in the mirror, a figure behind me. I stopped, and the reflection stood a woman. Pale, dripping wet, dressed in a white sari that clung to her body like damp skin. But when I turned around, nothing. I faced the mirror again. She was still there. Her face, though, wasn't a face. It was a hollow void, blacker than shadow, where a mouth and eyes should be. I stared. I couldn't look away. And then she tilted her head, just a little. I ran. That night, I dreamed I was inside the mirror. Everything was reversed. My room backward, the ceiling too low, the air heavy. The woman was there too, floating just above the ground. She whispered something in a voice like steam escaping. Let me out. I woke up in front of the mirror. Not in bed. I was standing, shaking, barefoot. My hands were bleeding. Thin red cuts traced across my fingers and palms. I looked down. Shards, glass, fragments. It was like I had been clawing at the mirror trying to get in, or trying to let her out. The next day, the maid who lived in the caretaker's cottage, an older woman with eyes that had seen too much, called me aside. She never made eye contact. That mirror? She whispered. You saw her, didn't you? I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She told me the story. The mirror had belonged to a woman once, a young widow who lived in the house over 100 years ago. She was said to be beautiful, radiant even, but deeply unstable after her husband's death. She believed the mirror could connect her to him. One night, she locked herself in the room, drenched herself in kerosene, and lit a match. The fire consumed her, but the mirror didn't burn. They say her soul clung to it. Trapped? Hungry? I laughed. Nervously. I shouldn't have. After that, I started losing time. Blackouts? Hours I couldn't explain. I'd wake up in different clothes. My hair wet, my hands dirty, my voice felt different. Off one day I passed the mirror and saw myself blink before I did. Sometimes my reflection smiled. I didn't. I tried covering it with a blanket. That night, the blanket was shredded into ribbons on the floor. I tried smashing it with a hammer. The wall behind it cracked. Plaster split like paper. But the mirror didn't even scratch. In the attic, I found a box. Inside, a diary. Leather-bound, scorched at the edges. It was hers. Most of it was ramblings, unreadable. But one page, the last entry, was clearer than the rest. The mirror is my prison. The glass is the gate. To walk free, I must trade. Another soul, willing, not forced, not taken, willing. That's when it all made sense. She didn't want to kill me. She wanted me to let her out. And in exchange, she'd take my place. I did what I thought would work. I dragged the mirror out, doused it in gasoline, and set it alight. Flames clawed the ceiling. The walls cracked. Smoke filled my lungs. Everything burned, except the mirror. When I looked back one last time, my reflection stood in the flames. Untouched, it smiled. Too late, it mouthed. I fled. I escaped the house as it collapsed behind me. The fire consumed everything. But somehow, the mirror survived. They sold it. I don't know to whom. I tried not to care. But a week ago, after years of silence, I got an email. No subject, no sender, just 2 words. Your turn. Now, I don't check mirrors anymore. Not even my phone screen. Not car windows. Not spoons. Because the mirror didn't die in that house. It just moved on. And what's inside it? You can break the frame, shatter the glass, but you can't break what remembers you. Let me out.